Welcome back to this new podcast. Alexandre from Canadialog with you. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm talking about the brand new Brailliant BI 14 that was recently launched by Humanware. This is a portable, compact, and lightweight 14-cell Braille display designed to be used mostly with smartphones. And it can connect via USB, Bluetooth. It also integrates a basic note taker that you can use to type in some text notes and synchronize them with iCloud, Google, as well as regular email accounts. And today I'll be with you to make a physical tour of this unit and show you how you can use it and the different functionalities available in the Brailliant BI 14. Enjoy! A couple of months ago, Humanware has released the Brailliant BI 14, and this is a new Braille display that I'd like to give you a description today and show you the major feature of it. This is a Braille display that also integrates a note taker with 14 cell, and this device can be comparable to Focus 14. However, I don't want to compare completely this device to a Focus 14. Maybe I'll give you some information related to the Focus 14 or 45th generation, because we did previously 2 podcasts about this unit. And yes, also the Focus 14 and 40 integrate a scratch pad. This is a note taker. So I'll go ahead and give you first of all a description of the BI 14, and after that I'll show you how you can use the note taker feature of the Brailliant BI 14. And rest assured that if I compare the Brailliant BI 14 to the Focus 5th generation, this is not to make a winner at the end. This is only to give you a reference and provide the most accurate information. First of all, let's start with a physical quick tour of the Brailliant BI 14. First of all, at the top of the unit, if you start at the front and we'll go to the back of it, the first thing you'll find at the top of the unit is the space bar. At the right of it, you should also feel a logo. This is not really important, but this is a logo. At the back of the space bar, you'll find the 14 Braille cells. And after that, at the back of them, you'll find small hole. These are the routing cursor, and these are touch cursors. And this is new technology. And this is great. And maybe you'll need to be used with them in order to use the Brailliant BI 14 the right way. But this is something cool, and compared to other Braille display that are using buttons for the routing cursor. At the back of the routing cursors, you'll find the 8-dot Perkins style keyboard, and at the top of the keyboard, between dot 1 and 4, and at the top of them, you'll find a very small button, and this is the joystick. So you'll have 5 possibilities. You'll have up, down, left, right, and the click, and the joystick will allow you to navigate inside the different menu of the unit. You can also for sure use the Braille Keyboard and the thumb keys. We'll talk about them a bit later. And also it can be used to control the device that you're connected with the Brailliant BI. Let's say you want to perform arrow keys, you'll be able to do so using the joystick. Let's now explore the left side of the Brailliant BI. Let's start the front of it. You'll find 2 different things. First one is the micro USB port that can be used to recharge the unit or to communicate with a computer via USB. Next thing is it's a button. This is the power button. And this button can also be used to access the internal menu of the unit while being in terminal mode. Nothing special on the right side. On the back side of the unit, you'll find a switch. So left, right, switch. And this switch allows you to toggle between the internal menu and access features like the integrated note taker, or to activate the Braille terminal. So two things are available there using this rocker switch. At the front of the unit, you'll find 4 different keys. These are from left to right. You'll find the previous key. You'll find after that the key that will allows you to bring back the Braille display 14 cells. The third one will allows you to move forward 14 cells. And the final one, so the fourth one, is the next key. So it's the same keys that are used on other Humanware Braille displays like the Braille Note Apex, the Brailliant BI 32, 40, and the Braille Note Touch. However, on this last unit, the Braille Note Touch, you'll also find 3 additional keys at the center, and on the Brailliant BI 14, they'll be absent. And also, at the front of the unit, at the back and the right of this unit, you'll find 2 small holes that can be used to put a strap. So in order to bring the Brailliant BI in your neck, so you can install a strap. And this is a bit complicated. If you completely want to remove the strap, you can do so. However, it's going to be a bit complicated because you'll have to go ahead and put a small cord inside the hole and grab it the other side. And this is not really easy because holes are not face to face, so I removed the attach for the strap and it was a bit difficult to put it back in place. However, you can always remove the strap without removing the attach, but these are 2 small plastic attach with a cord, so if you leave them and you move the unit, like, you'll always have the 2 attach that will be in your way. So this is something a bit annoying, like if you're not, or if you want to put and remove easily the strap, you'll have to keep these 2 attached. So this is something that maybe they can find another way to fix the strap to the unit. Under the unit, you'll find 2 Velcro strap, and these straps are used to put the unit inside the case. You'll also find the serial number, and this is it. So let's now talk about the casing that comes with the Brailliant BI 14. This is a nice case, as well as the device is. This is a leader case and it's easy to open. At the front of the case, you'll find a lanyard with a magnetic round that will allow you to clip the case. So this is okay. And to insert the device inside the casing, you'll have to open it, and then you'll have to put the device at the top of it and just align it with Velcro strap, and this is a bit hard to do, and you'll just have to like put it inside the case and making sure that the hole for the power button and the USB port are fitting. And this is it. The case of the Focus 5th generation are a bit harder to put in place because you'll have to push snaps, and these are a bit difficult to put in place. So if you're having a physical impairment, you may prefer the case coming with the Brailliant BI 14. So I'll just go ahead and remove it from the case. And now this is it, I think, for the physical tour of this unit. I'll go ahead and start the Brailliant BI. If I just press the power button, what I should see is the battery level. Now, if I press and hold the power button, I should hear a beep. And when I hear this beep, I can release the button. There we go. And now it's written starting, and the unit is booting, and it's done. And please note that now the switch is at the left position behind the unit. Now I can see the time displayed. If I push the switch on the right side, I should see right now nothing. Or if I just start the device when the switch is at the right position, it's going to be written hello, because I'll be in terminal mode and I need to wait for a device to connect. So I'll show you how to navigate inside the Brailliant BI 14 menu. The first thing you may see is the time displayed in second, and if you want to see the date, you can move forward 14 cell by using the third thumb keys starting at the left. So now I can see the date. If I want to navigate across the options available in this unit, I can use previous and next keys that are two thumb keys, or I can also use the joystick to navigate. So if I push the joystick to the right, I'll go to the next menu option, to the left, to the previous menu option. So the first option is notes. I'll come back to this one a bit later on because this is a major part, and I'll show you how to use this after showing you how to use the Braille terminal. So we'll have an iPhone and I'll show you how to use Note with this device. If I move forward, battery, if I need to view my battery level, I can either, the best way will be to use the joystick and move down, or I can also press the enter key, the .8 on the Perkins Braille keyboard. If I move forward again, here's the stopwatch. So if I want to activate it, I can press .8. Now it's 0000. First thing is hour, minute, second, and 10th second. Let's say you'll have second 0.1 through 9. So this is great. If I want to start the stopwatch, I'll have to press the space bar. There we go. And now I can see the time moving live. I can stop the stopwatch by pressing space. So now 10.7 seconds. If I want to reset the stopwatch, I'll need to press C chord. So C with the spacebar for clear. I'm gonna exit the stopwatch by moving up with the joystick. If I move right, connection, and this menu allows to switch between connected devices. right now, if I open it, the only thing I can see is none. And then settings, if I go down with the joystick, I'll talk about all of them. First one is auto power. It's currently off. I have off 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 60. This feature, after period of inactivity, will turn off the display by itself, and you'll have to press and hold again the power button in order to start it up. A selected value is represented by an 8-dot cell at the beginning of the function or the option. So right now it's off, so I can see the 8-dot cell, a space, then off. And next one, sleep. I have the same value, so off 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 60 minutes. This one, compared to the auto power, will put the unit in sleep after a period of inactivity that you'll select, and to wake up the unit, you'll just have to press any keys. Next one, sound. You can turn on or off the sound, so the beep sound when a device connects to the unit, when you turn it on or off, etc. Vibration, same thing, on or off. You can turn on or off the vibration for like globally, because yes, this unit also vibrate, and you'll also have later the possibility to turn on or off the vibration for the cursor. When pressing a routing cursor, it can vibrate to confirm that the cursor was properly pressed. Cursor sensitivity or cursor sense, you'll have 5 different levels, 1 through 5, and off. This is the force that you'll need to apply when using router keys in order to the Brailliant BI to detect your finger. So this is nice because if you're at 1, you're just passing your finger over the routing, you know, it's vibrates all the time. If I put it to 4, you know, I'm having more difficulties to push the cursor with my finger. So let me put it back to, let's say, 2. Okay, so that's better. And I can also turn off the routing keys, and this is great because on some other Braille displays it's just impossible to do so. Next option is the cursor vibe. So this is for the level of the vibration when pressing cursor. So again, 1 through 5 and off. So let's say that I am on level 1. You can hear the vibe. Here's the vibe at 1. Let's see at 3. 5. And off. Nothing. But this is working because now I've pressed 1 with the routing key. And it's working if I press it again. So now I think you've heard the vibration level. Sorry for the microphone noise, but I think this is clear now. So, oh, and yes, by the way, I can also select option in the internal menu by just pressing a routing key. I can do it, like I said, with the joystick, .8, but also using routing keys. Next one, computer Braille. This is to select the computer Braille table. So let me select it now to English. I have English US and UK. So let's press English US. Next is the literary Braille. same thing. So I'll go ahead and search for the English. I have a couple. I have English UEB, English US, English UK. So let me select UEB. Here we go. And default Braille, computer or literary Braille. And why we have these three options is because when writing down notes and when you'll sync them with an account to access it on your mobile phone or computer, you'll have to use the appropriate table, because otherwise it will be hard to read because you'll find strange symbols in there. And also you have the possibility with the literary Braille to type using the contracted Braille. So when activating the literary Braille, this is by default the contracted Braille. And during a note, we'll see it later, you can also switch easily between both code, computer, and literary by just pressing G chord. And next one is going to be language. So you'll have the possibility to select between English, French, Deutsch, Svenska, and that's it. Also, one-handed mode, on or off. This is a mode if you want to use the unit with only one hand. You'll have, in this case, to do the letter and then to confirm, press space. So you can enter dots forming the letter in the order that you want. You can then confirm with the space bar. If you want to perform a chord command, you'll have first of all to press the space bar, the letter, then the space bar. And if you just want to perform the space bar, it's going to be space bar twice. So this is a mode that can be useful if you only have one hand, functional, or if you want to write down some text by reading the other hand. So that's cool sometime. And that's it for the settings. Next option is About. So in About, I have the version number, I have the serial number, the SD version, and the upgrade. Make sure to pay attention to do not activate this function because it can be hard to go back when activating this option by just pressing .8 or by going down with the joystick. Will turn on the update mode and then the unit will stuck and it can be difficult to roll back out of this mode. Now, I think we've covered the internal menu for now. I'll come back about the note application, but before all, I'll go ahead and connect the Brailliant BI to a couple of devices and show you how you can toggle between connected devices. First thing first, I'll go ahead and push the switch to the right in order to toggle to Braille Terminal. And I'll start with an easy device. I'll connect a Windows computer through USB. I'm not going to show you how to do the entire configuration with a screen reader and how to install the drivers, etc. I'll just go ahead and connect and I'll show you. So I'll go ahead and connect this out. Here we go. I'll have for sure maybe to restart JAWS.
JAWS for Windows, unloading JAWS, quit JAWS dialog, enter. Document 1-Word.
Okay, then I can turn it back on.
JAWS Home Use Edition, JAWS Home Use.
Okay, there we go.
Alt tab, so, Document 1-Word. Document 1-Word, edit.
Okay, so now I am in Word. I can go ahead and type using my Braille Keyboard.
HLO space O space ALL 6 exclaim and enter. HOP space
And just to show you, here's the sound of the keyboard.
YOUR space DOING space WELL period.
Here we go. And now I can navigate with the joystick. I'll push it up.
Blank. Hello to all. Blank. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well.
And for sure, I can type with my routing cursor.
OUR space.
And move with the joystick from the right, the left,
UOY,
etc., etc. So there we go for the USB connection. I'll leave this connection active and I'll go ahead and show you how to connect an iPhone to the Brailliant BI. To do so,
settings.
I'll go inside settings.
Sound. Wi-Fi. Airplane. Screen top. General. Button.
General.
Selected. Accessibility.
Accessibility.
Button. Selected. Display. Zoom. Off. Voiceover.
Voiceover.
On. Accessibility. Voiceover. Heading.
All right. Then I'll find
Braille. Selected. Voiceover. Back button. Braille. Output. 8. Input. Static. Equation. Show. Word. Braille. Alert. Choose a. Brailliant BI. 400. More info. Button. Brailliant BI 14. 65001. Brailliant BI 14. 65001. 4000358.
Vibration.
Selected.
And we hear
BI 14.
a beep
65001.
confirming that now the connection has been established. And now if I go ahead and press H chord,
Page dock. iTunes Store.
I'm back on
Double
my
tap to open.
home screen, and then I can go ahead and move very quickly with the joystick.
TV.
All right.
Double tap to open.
Now let's go ahead and connect also an Apple TV.
TV. MLB at bat. I see TV shows.
And
App Store. Movie. TV. Music. Photo. TV. Search. Computer. Settings.
There.
Row 2. General. About. Access. Accessibility. Vision. Voiceover. Voice. Verb. Pronunciate. Speech. Use pit. Rotor. Braille. Braille Braille. Alert display. Alert display. Braille code. Automatic input.
Click on this one.
Braille display. Braille display. Button.
That's true.
One error.
It's not the same thing as on the iPhone.
Focus keyboard. Other Braille Brailliant BI 14. 6. Brailliant BI 14. 6500140 XBR 43X830C.
And there we go.
1.
So now the Brailliant BI is set up with the Apple TV. Then now I can go ahead and use the joystick to navigate. Or for sure, I can also use
TV
chord. Okay, I'll press now P chord to pause, and all tvOS, iOS commands are available. Now, if I want to switch between devices, what I'll need to do, I'll need to press the power button without holding it, then press C for connections, then press enter or click with the joystick. Then I have 3 choices: USB, iPhone 6s, that's the iPhone that I'm using right now for the demo, and I also have the Apple TV. So let's click USB. Then I have the 8-dot cell at the beginning of this. Then I can press again the power button to come back to my USB. Now, if I use the joystick,
hope you're doing well. Hello to all.
That's the computer. Then if I want to switch back, let's say to the Apple TV, I'll have to press the power button. Now, because I left the menu and the connection menu, I have the connection menu already displayed. Then I can, let's say I'll go ahead and use previous and next to find Apple TV, clicking with a routing cursor, pressing the power button again.
YouTube.
Then
row 5. My Facebook. Now row 5. Facebook Watch.
Apple
City
TV.
Video. Recently updated.
Let's go ahead
row 3.
and select
Column
the
3.
iPhone.
App Store. TV. Reminders. TV.
Let's go ahead and
Double tap
select
to
the
open.
USB.
Hello blank. Hope you're doing well.
And I'm doing all of this just by using the Brailliant. Then Apple TV.
Crave TV.
etc.
Recently updated. Row 3. Column.
Okay, P chord to stop speech here. But notice that it's a bit longer compared to what they've implemented with a focused 5th gen in order to switch between connected devices, because the thing here is that each time you want to switch between a device, you'll have to press at minimum the power button, select the device, then press again the power button. And if you're not lucky, you'll have to press the power button, press C for connection, press enter, select the device, press the power button.
Hope you're doing well.
So if you're not familiar with these commands, it may be a bit complicated for you to do. With the Focus Braille display, you can 5th generation, not the previous one, but really the 5th generation, you can press the menu button simultaneously with that 1 through 5 in order to select the appropriate Bluetooth device. So that 1 for Bluetooth 1, that 5 for Bluetooth 5, or that 8 for the USB, and it's gonna switch automatically. So you'll have less step than going each time inside the menu, selecting the appropriate device, then closing the menu. This is not to make a winner, but regarding the focus, it might be faster if you want to use several Bluetooth devices at the same time. The other thing with the Brailliant BI right now, if a device is disconnected, it will no longer appear in the list of device. The focus, all paired devices are still in the list until you delete them explicitly. So this other feature in the focus will also allows you to wake up a sleepy device just by using the focus, and that's something you won't be able to do with the Brailliant BI 14. The Brailliant BI 14 can support up to 5 devices simultaneously over Bluetooth, so 5 simultaneous devices and 1 over USB, so 6 devices at the same time. However, I want to be honest with you. During my test, I was unable to pair more than 2 Bluetooth devices at the same time. The maximum I was able to use is 2 Bluetooth devices and 1 USB at the same time. That means 3 devices. So please be aware of this. I was myself unable when I was trying to add a 3rd device to the Brailliant BI when 2 devices were previously active. The Brailliant BI was just undiscoverable, so I was unable to see the Brailliant BI when scanning for Bluetooth device on my 3rd device. I informed HumanWare technical team about this issue. I know that they are working on it at this time, but right now this is not fixed yet. In the future, Brailliant BI 14 may receive a software update that will correct this issue. Also, please note that if you're using a device with the Brailliant BI 14 and that if you connect an other device to the Brailliant BI 14, the first device will be put in background and the Braille display will start displaying by itself the content of the second device connected to the Braille display. With the focus, you'll have to toggle manually most part of the time between connected device. The change will not be proceeded automatically. The Braille display of the Brailliant BI 14 is compatible with many devices like iPhone, iPad, iPod, Mac, so all devices from Apple, It is also compatible on Windows, JAWS, NVDA, and Android. I was also able to connect the Brailliant BI on my Amazon Fire tablet, so this is pretty nice. And yes, for sure, I did not mention the Apple TV, but we just did it before in this podcast. And so on. Like all devices that you'd like to connect a Braille display can support at this time the Brailliant BI 14. Another thing to mention that I did not during the physical description is that the Braille cells are the one that you're used with on Humanware product. So it's the same Braille cells you'll find on the BI32, BI40, Braille No Touch, Braille No Apex. I think this is it regarding the Braille display functionalities. Now, I'll go ahead and show you how it is possible to use the integrated note taker in the Brailliant BI 14. In order to do so, I'll need to go ahead and download an application on my iPhone, which is called Brailliant Sync. This application allows to sync to synchronize notes between the Brailliant BI unit and an email account that can store notes. At this time, this application is only available on iOS. There's no information about an Android version, but it should come soon, I think. And also, before I'll go ahead and download this app, earlier I was talking about the clock. There's no way to adjust the clock using the Brailliant BI 14 integrated menu. The only way to synchronize time and date is to use again the Brailliant Sync application. As soon as the unit will be paired with an iPhone, it will sync the time. So if you don't have any iPhone, iPad, iPod, you won't be able to adjust the internal clock of the Brailliant BI 14. I am now back on my iPhone connection on the Brailliant BI. So using the Brailliant BI 14, I'll go ahead and go to the App Store.
Stocks, TV, App, iTunes Store, App Store.
And let's go on the App Store, and we'll download the
Today heading,
the Brailliant Sync
September
application.
26th, heading, Search tab.
So let's find the Search tab.
Selected, Search tab, Search, App Store, Trending, App Store, Search field. Search field is at Search LLIANTSYNC. Get Brailliant Sync Utilities Null Ratings button.
Here we go. So
button.
I'll just click on Get.
Loading.
Perfect. I'll download this application right now.
App Store dimmed button. Cancel but BRAILLIANT Touch ID to install.
Oh, okay. I'm prompted with a Touch ID.
App Store Brailliant Sync search field. Double tap to edit.
And this is it.
Home.
So I'll come back to my home screen. Then we'll go find
Brailliant Sync.
Brailliant Sync.
Double tap to,
and I'll open this app.
Brailliant Sync heading. Brailliant device heading. No device selected.
Okay.
Select device button.
So what we have here, we have to select a device first. The other options are the following.
Accounts heading. Add account button.
So I can add an account. The best way to do it is to use a Google account. That's the simplest way to do so, because you can also use other traditional emails account, or you can also sync with Apple iCloud Notes. However, you'll have to go ahead and turn on the two-factor authentication and then generate a specific application password for Brailliant Sync. So this is a bit complex. I'm not gonna show you how to do it with Apple because maybe we'll have for 30 minutes an extra. I've already configured on my iPhone a Google account under password and accounts and settings. So I'm ready to see my notes on the iPhone, and then I'll have to add my account to the Brailliant Sync application, and we'll do it just after connecting the Brailliant BI 14 via Bluetooth by using the Add a Device button. But just before this, I'll show you the other options in the app.
App information, heading.
Here's the app information.
Version 1.19.
So the version number.
Version 1.19.
And that's it. So I'll go ahead and add the device.
Add, select device, no device selected, select device button.
Oh, yeah, it's not add a device, but select device. Sorry about this. Clicking.
Select Brailliant Sync, back button, select device, heading, cancel, but found devices, heading.
I'm moving
650014.
Oh, and there
in
it
progress.
is.
650.
Clicking.
Brailliant Sync, heading.
Perfect.
Brailliant device, heading.
Now,
6500140000358. Connected.
And here we are connected to the Brailliant Sync application. So the Brailliant is ready to go and connected to Brailliant Sync. Next step, I'll have to go ahead and add an account.
Accounts, heading, add account, button.
Add account.
Add account, alert, select account type. Google, but other, button, cancel.
So
button.
I have the choice between Google and other. If you want to add iCloud Note, you'll have to select other.
Other, Google, selected Google, button.
Google.
Address, accounts.google.com. Reload, but address, continue to sign in, heading,
Okay.
Brailliant Sync.
Now
Email or phone, text field.
Sign in.
Double tap to edit. Insertion point at end.
Then I'll go ahead and enter my email address for the test account.
UHDEMO at Touchademo period OM.
Here we go. And I'll press E chord. Now I'm using the Brailliant 8.Perkins style keyboard. So
email or phone. Enter your password. Secure
Perfect.
text field.
Here's the password.
Insertion point at end. Enter your password. Secure
Now
text field is editing.
enter it.
Character mode. Insertion point at start.
E chord.
Enter. Alert. Would you like to save this password to use with apps and websites?
I don't want.
You can save never for never for this website, but not now.
Oh,
button.
clicking not now. Okay, cool.
Address 10%.
Then I was using
Brailliant
the
Sync, heading.
joystick.
Brailliant 6500 accounts heading.
Okay.
6 touchademo@gmail.com.
Here we go. So
Add
now
account
the
button.
account is set up and we are ready to go. The first thing I'll suggest you to do, by the way, if I click on
alert, disable
my device,
change device, disable Bluetooth connection button.
so I can
disable Bluetooth
either
connection,
disable
change device
the
button.
Bluetooth connection, change the device,
Remove device,
or
cancel button.
remove the device. So I'll click cancel.
Select accounts. Touchademo@gmail.com.
under my
Alert. Edit
account.
account. But disable account. Delete account. Cancel button.
I can
Delete. Edit account
so
button.
edit account,
Disable account.
disable,
button. Delete account.
or
Edit
delete.
account button.
What's in edit?
Cancel
Just
button.
for
Account
fun.
settings. Save. But email. Touchademo at server. imap.gmail.
Oh,
Username. Touchademo. Password for port 909.
Okay, so
display.
I can-
Touchademo at check account. Check account button.
Okay, so I can change the IMAP server and things like this. Okay, so
Cancel
I'll
button.
click the cancel.
Touchademo at gmail. Brailliant Sync. Brailliant Sync. Heading.
All right, what I'm going to do now, I'll go ahead and open the Note application on my iPhone. By the way, please keep in mind that I've already had my account under settings, because if I did not before, I want to be able to see this account using my Note application, and the test we're trying to do right now won't work. So I'll go ahead and open Notes.
Notes. Double tap. Home.
All right, then
Notes. Folders. Folders, back button.
Okay, probably right now I am in my iCloud account, so I'll just click back.
Folders, heading,
in order to see my folder.
Edit, iCloud, heading, notes.
Okay,
5
this
notes,
is the
button.
iCloud.
Touchdemo@gmail.com, heading.
And here's
notes, no notes, button.
The notes folder for the test account I want to use with you and the Brailliant BI 14. Clicking.
Selected, folders, back button, notes, edit, search, new note, button.
Okay.
No notes.
Let's go ahead and add a note.
New text field is editing. Insertion point at start.
Then
actions.
I'll turn the
Braille
rotor.
Screen input. Orientation locked. Landscape. Home button. Dot positions calibrated.
And I'll write down something.
Dot cap H E L L O space O R L D exclamation mark or space. Dot 6. Cap I apostrophe M space N O double space double R I T I N G space T E X T space text T O F H O double space A O double space how dot cap space A N space S Y N C space space N O T E space I T H space N Y space dot cap B R A I L L I A T T N T space dot 6 cap I space B I dot 34514 period 14.
Okay.
Space portrait.
Let's continue with the dictation just for the fun. And now I can also dictate some text and we'll be able to read it back using the Brailliant BI 14 using the note application and either correct mistakes.
Inserted, and now I can also dictate some text and will be able to read back using the Brailliant BI 814 application and either correct mistakes.
Opalai. Okay, so that's nice. I'll be able to correct mistakes with you.
Speaking rate, words, mistakes, correct, either, and, application 814, B.
Okay.
Braille, B, char, B, E, space, 814, space.
Okay, there's, okay. I'll click OK.
Done, button.
Or done, yes, in order to save the note.
Notes, back button.
And this is really important. I need to also click back
folders,
in order to exit the current note.
Folders, back button.
And now I'll press the home button. Notes. I need to exit the note apps. And now on my Brailliant BI 14, I'll push the switch to the left position. Okay, and now I can see the time. And so I'll push the joystick right in order to select notes. If I go down now, what I can see, I can just see local folder. Okay, and this folder contains nothing. To open a folder, you'll have to push the joystick down, or you can also press the .8 key on the keyboard and .7 to exit. So, or this, oh yeah, the space bar seems to work also, and for sure the routing cursors. Okay, so local is empty. What is local? This is a folder that will contain note that will never be synchronized. So this is only in local mode and no possibility to copy them after to an account or to export them. They'll be stuck in local and that's it and that's all. I'm unable to see the test account. Why? Because I need to start the sync process, the synchronization. In order to do so, pressing S as in Sierra chord. Now I can see the sync with a small round turning around in the first Braille cell. Okay, and now I can see my account if I push the joystick right. So now I have local and the account. And right now, if I go down, I'll see the note that I've just write down. To open this one, I can press .8 or just push down the joystick. And now I can see what I've just typed. So this is nice. I can, okay, I'm just reading using the Brailliant. Hello world. I am now writing text to show how I can sync a note with my Brailliant BI 14. Oops, I just push. Oh, It's missing a capital. So now I am reading the note in computer Braille. I'll add the capital, and now I can also dictate some text, and will be an owl. Let's correct this. I apostrophe, removing the WI. I'll be able to read back using the Brailliant. Yeah, okay, the Brailliant BARLLIANT. Perfect. BE instead of BI. Okay. Let's remove this. Oh, and 814, I'll need to remove this as well. Okay, so let's correct this. Brailliant BI 14 application, and either correct mistakes. And then I'll add a dot at the end. This is it. Now I can save by just pressing E chord, and that's it. So I'm done. If I want to exit without saving the note, I can also press the Z chord. If I want to create a new note, I'll have to do so by pressing space with hand in the right account. Make sure if you want to be stuck, you'll have to do it in the right account, because if you do it under the local folder, you'll probably have no way to export the note later on. So to create a new note, and chord, and now I have the cursor that's ready to go, and it's only the dot 8. And let's start. Dot 8 means that I am in computer Braille. So let's start typing. Now I'm writing you, on my BI 14 keyboard. Okay, let's do this way. And if I want to switch to contracted Braille during the edit, previously we saw that it was possible to set a default Braille table under settings. And now if I want to turn on the contracted Braille table, I can just do so by pressing G chord. And now I have cursor with dot 7 and 8. So I can continue typing. So now I can continue typing in contracted BR. I missed the capital. Contracted BRL. Now I'll go ahead and exit the note. So space with E. And if I go back and note, I should be back, yes, in computer Braille. Yeah, I'm just using my writing cursor. And now, so now I can continue typing in contracted Braille. That makes sense. Great. Anyway, you'll be able to hear all of this using my iPhone, because I'll synchronize soon the note with my iPhone. By the way, please note that if you want to make a new line, you can do so by pressing dot 8. You'll delete a character by pressing dot 7. And by the way, the symbol on Brailliant BI 14 for new line is a full cell, a dot cell. And there's no space between like the text of the previous line and the text of a second line. So they did this to save place on the 14 cells Braille display. But if you want to read large text, it can be more difficult with this line symbol separator. So be aware of this. So now I have my two notes, and I can press S chord to synchronize. It's turning again, turning, oh, and it's stopped. So I should be ready now to go. This is what we're gonna see on the iPhone. So to do so, I can just use my iPhone screen, or I can push back the switch to the right behind the Brailliant BI. I am still connected in terminal mode.
Notes, stocks,
so let's
notes.
Open
Double tap.
Notes.
Notes, folders,
have a
back
look.
button, notes, edit, search. Now I'm writing on my BI14 keyboard. So now I can, 10:49 a.m. No update.
Open the notes.
Selected,
just
notes,
to show you.
September 20th. Now I'm writing on my BI14 keyboard. So now I can continue typing in contracted Braille text field.
Yeah, I made a small mistake. I missed an N on continue, but you can see that all my contractions are okay, and they were translated. So that's nice. Pressing B chord.
Now I'm writing on my Hello World. I'm now writing text to show how I can. 10. Selected.
Open this
notes.
one.
Back. September. Hello World. I'm now writing text to show how I can sync a note with my Brailliant BI 14. And now I can also dictate some text, and I'll be able to read back using the Brailliant BI 14 application and either correct mistakes for text field. Double tap to edit. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
I think we've got it. So I was able to correct the mistake I did when dictating some text. So I think this is it. Compared to the Focus 14 or 45th Gen, the difference with the note taker is the fact that you can't sync note with an account. You'll have to export them. There is no Braille table integrated in the Focus 14 Scratchpad. The thing is that you can type the way you want, and when you'll go ahead and export the note, you'll have to make sure that the Focus is connected and linked with a screen reader, and then when exporting, the Focus will send Braille characters one after the other to the screen reader, so it's gonna take a bit longer to export, because if you have a very long note, all characters need to be pushed one by one, and this is the screen reader that will translate the text back, compared to the Brailliant BI that contains Braille tables and that you can directly sync via Bluetooth with a smartphone. That for sure need to be turned on, and the Bluetooth needs to be turned on, and you'll have to install the Brailliant Sync app, and right now it's only available on iPhone, but after syncing notes, you'll be able to retrieve it directly in your email account using whatever the device you'd like. So I was reading back my notes that I've typed with the Brailliant BI 14 on my iPhone, but if I want, I can also retrieve them using a computer and Outlook, let's say, or by going to gmail.com, or let's say an Android device, or maybe also, I don't know, but maybe that might be possible in Amazon Fire, never know. So you'll have more possibility to sync note and access them quickly. However, the Brailliant BI at this time does not provide a lot of commands to edit text. You will have the possibility to move by line, character, words, but that's it. No copy, paste, etc., etc. This is a simple text processing app just to take very quick notes, but it can be really useful. Let's say you want to take some notes when shopping, then you can just use your Brailliant BI, bring it back at home, then synchronize your note with your iPhone, then access it using the speech synthesizer. By the way, if right now because I think we're done, if I go ahead and lock my iPhone, there we go. So you just heard the beep from the Brailliant BI confirming that now the connection is over. The Bluetooth connection is over, and also it vibrates to indicate you that it is now disconnected. And I'll go ahead and close the unit by pressing and holding the power button. Beep. Perfect. And this is it. If a USB cable is connected to the unit, I should also be able to see charging related to the battery status. So I think this is it. Don't hesitate to send us an email or to give us a call if you have questions, comments, or suggestions for next podcast. It's still a pleasure to discuss with you. Also, please keep in mind that we can also offer some training or assistance. Let's say that you've got a new setup, you need help with this. We're still here to assist. So give us a call, send us an email, and it will be a pleasure to send you a quote about this. So hope you've enjoyed this podcast. This was Alexandre with you, signing out. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwithiness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.